Okay, here we go. So the town that was nearest to where I grew up, actually, we weren't even in that town. We were in the country, not too far from a very small town. And years ago, maps were not what they are now. Now they've got Google Maps, and just about everywhere is mapped, right? But literally, on some of the state maps and the bigger maps, my small town was not even on it. It literally was not marked on the map. Okay, so let's imagine that I became really famous. People would ask me where I'm from, and I would mention that town, and people would recognize that town, and they would say, oh, this is where he's from. And the expression would be, he put that town on the map. Because it would soon, when people were making maps, they would soon mark that town because the famous person was from there, and so you can't not put it on the map, right? So let's take a look here. Uh, at this town. It's called, I don't even know how I would pronounce it, Tal, right? And it's a beautiful little town. It's got like about 2,000 people. I would love to live there if I was like retired, maybe. Um, but it's just beautiful, right? But one thing that you might notice is that this guy right here, okay, is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, probably years ago, nobody had ever heard of Tal outside of Austria. Some people outside of this province might have heard of it, but definitely outside of Austria, not many people had heard of this town. And even Arnold, when he wrote his biography, by the way, Arnold became the best bodybuilder that ever lived, and he's was the governor of California, and a big famous movie star and stuff. So he put Tal on the map, right? Because people have read his biography, but in fact, Arnold did just like I did. Uh, when Arnold would say the town that he's from, he would say Graz, which is like not far from Tal. So nobody's ever heard of this place. So what he would do is he would say, "I'm from Graz," which is a town, like a smaller city, right? So that's what I did when I was growing up. Is I wouldn't say the town that I was from. I would say a bigger town that was kind of nearby. Uh, and so, but now, Tal Arnold Schwarzenegger put Tal on the map. Everybody knows what that is, right? And definitely they know Graz because Arnold wrote that he's from Graz. Does that make any sense? Am I making any sense? So Arnold was born and raised in Tal, which is near Graz, which is a bigger city. But nobody had ever heard of Tal, so he said, "I'm from Graz." Okay, and if there's some Germans out there, don't get on me about my pronunciation. Okay, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, right? But anyway, Arnold put those places on the map. Nobody will ever forget to write those two towns there because a famous person is from there. So, and that could be anything. Let's say it doesn't have to be a famous person. It could be, let's say, Uh, okay, my university town was like nothing. It was a nothing. Used to be a coal mining town, but it was just nothing. And then they put a gigantic university there, and that put that town on the map. Okay, there's another town near down the road. So what does it mean? It means it's recognized. There was another town down the road that was a kind of a nothing town, and Toyota put, well, it wasn't Toyota, it was a supplier for Toyota, put a big factory there, and a bunch of people started working there. So it kind of put that town on the map. Means made it significant. Okay, so there you go. I will talk to you on the next idiom.